God factor in common. The topic God is a very serious and important topic in all the human beings' life. Sometimes this topic makes unity among people, sometimes this topic creates disputes and conflicts among the people. Here is a short analysis about God for better understanding. If anybody accepts God or doesn't accept, if anybody worships God or doesn't worship, no matter. These four things we are going to talk about God is very common in all the human beings' life, and definitely it is created and processed by God alone. Number one is in terms of conscience. God is common in all the human beings' life. God has inbuilt conscience in every human's life. Through this conscience we know what is good and what is bad. Of course, after knowing what is good and bad, we have the choice, but the basic understanding is we have the knowledge of good and bad. This is the work invented by God alone, and all the humans are common, and God is common in all the human beings' life in terms of conscience. Even an atheist conscience is capable enough to good work for that matter. Secondly, in terms of creation, God is common in all the human beings' life. God has created the universe and made it to function by itself. God does not interfere in any of human decision or any of human initiative. The greatest example for this is human. We made so many mistakes on this earth. In terms of preserving the earth, we failed to preserve the earth. As a result, we are facing global warming. So this itself shows that God does not interfere in any of our decision as far as the creation is concerned. Thirdly, in terms of work, God is common in all the human beings' life. Every human knows that we will work and eat. If we don't work, we cannot eat. This is also a universal understanding. Our work determines our blessings. If we work hard, we will gain more blessings in life. If we don't work hard, we will not gain more blessings in our lives. This is also a universal understanding, and all the humans understands that if I don't work, I cannot eat. Fourthly, in terms of consequences, God is common in all the human beings' life. If I do good, I will get reward. If I do bad, I will get punishment. Mainly, God does not interfere in our consequences. God cannot help us to skip from our consequences. If we do good, we will get good consequences. If we do bad, we will have bad consequences. So these all showing that God is common in all the human beings' life. Already we have God inside of us, whether we know it or not, whether we feel it or not. Up to these four areas, God is within us. Now the point is, these four areas almost covered all the needed things of the human life. Then now the question is, why we need God? The answer is, we need God for those things which is not in human control. What are those? To enter into heaven. Because when we are challenged by our conscience, sometimes we fall into the wrong side. We choose to do bad. No human is perfect. Everybody does some bad things also. So with these bad things, in other words we call sinner, up to here all the human beings are very common, and God is very common in all the human beings' life. So better not to confuse ourselves with this God factor. After all this, human will act and behave according to his understanding about God. That's all. We don't need to confuse ourselves with the God factor. Otherwise, all the basic things are covered by default. Bye friends.